Thank you very much for seeing an animation. It's Japan by this animation and about performed male discrimination. An animation is being made. It was being made for Japan up to now. The current state of the male discrimination a Japanese lady gives to foreigners by all means too. I'm going to make an animation in order to know. The lady she has see it until the right or wrong end and how is who Japan, a man, well. Could you know whether it's oppressed? So from the remark by which this time is Japanese feminism in TSUITTA first, this. I think I'll read and untie the current state. It's written by this TSUITO this first. Japan Self-Defense Force is a service for a lady as the compensation of the rescue operation. It's being requested, or aggressively, AUKU, even if. I try to guess from the side of the collective and tender. With the situation of human rights that a Japanese lady is put, it's the quite worst situation and isn't different from tens of years before. It's disgusted. Then, I think the example on which she's insisting is what? The basis is indefinite. An occasion 3.11 Eastern Japan Great Earthquake. The Japanese SDF personnel did really well without sleeping or resting. When a man is standing a Japanese lady very haughtily. I'd like to say by this chat, but, the one of goods distribution gives priority to a lady and a child, and is also distributed. Such strenuous activity was also praising overseas mass communication then. I say of course, that I cooperate in such situation from the disposition of the Japanese. There was also an ethnicity. Do you say that a member was asking such collateral? They become strenuous in order to execute national reference strenuously. A Japanese woman may offend such feeling severely. If I say that it's fact, I should explain what kind of case it was. It's TSUITO which is next, but it's written this about a feminist. In mother's compatibilities of a feminist and a boy being difficult. Wearing sticks recently, and, rare, a barrel of noodles, I lose. Even if a boy doesn't go to the killed power, thing time it's indistinct whether he's lucky, and even an infant is a criminal reserve corps. It's hard on being handled. Holocaust who is a very fearful remark and he's the Nazis at all the remark which makes O recall. I just say a man and it's an infant. Though I'm also just innocent, I find out that it's being persecuted. That it's that a certain Japanese woman says this, as excuse, Japanese one a Japanese woman including a feminist insists, but it's a reverse thing. That I thought for a girl, a man, entirely, yes, it's possibility. It isn't a numerical problem. This, calmly, TSUITO, can, point it a scare, I well up. This is the current state of the Japanese woman. This TSUITO is too, but also it's read from TSUITO and it's untied now. It also faces male discrimination from the situation of the Japanese woman's male contemptuous look or anything but that. The current state of the world, I'd like to deliver it. Thank you. Channel registration by all means, please.